Hello, a warm welcome today to Conny Decorates, and of course with heart. And still with heart involved? Exactly. It's relatively fresh, but today there was really a bit of sunshine, and we thought we would finally start with our terrace decoration, and only on one side. And really with just a few natural crates, old crates, a few herbs. And dear ones, if you want to know how this decoration works, stay tuned, because we are going to show you now. And this is the wall that we are decorating today with our crates. And we are creating a very natural, well, how should I say? Yes, a very natural wall. And really just with crates. And we have a door, which I would like to include in the decoration again, this time. Normally, we always do terrace decoration completely. So we decided to just split it up a bit and to go into the points more intensively. And I would say, let's get started. Michael was kind enough to bring our door over, and I actually wanted to place it in the middle, but unfortunately the space is too tight. And that's why I have placed it here on the right for now. And then we'll get started right away. I would like to go into this space here because it is relatively narrow, but still half covered. And a few herbs are supposed to go in there today as well. And we just took the boxes today and placed them here in front. I'll show you. There are even a few pet hairs here. I removed the two upper boards, and we took 3 boxes. And I would just stack them on top of each other, practically like an open shelf. Here, if it's covered or protected, you can, of course, do it wonderfully covered. Put in or work materials, gloves, which is also really nice. We always have our garden shoes outside too, or etc. So it's always a great storage space and still a bit hidden. I absolutely need to go to the carpenter. I definitely need boards. So that's really what I'm missing this year. But we have this really old wooden board, I would say. It is now also damaged due to the moisture. There is another piece, and it is super thick and very, very heavy. And I have now just taken the narrower piece away. And now I'm trying to create a workspace here by simply stacking 4 boxes on top of each other. One on the right and one on the left. See what you have. And now I'm going to check with the board. I have now found a few more boxes. I was in the shed. We still have these old wine crates here. I actually find them really beautiful. And they fit wonderfully underneath here now, because such a large one would definitely have been too big here. And that is, of course, optimal. I also want to have a bit of workspace here. And I would just place the box underneath here. I also found a really old drawer. Actually, we wanted to I'll just say, dispose of them. But I think we can just place them here as decoration. And also a small wine crate. We could now slide it in here. I think it's pretty cool because we can actually still nicely put firewood in it. And I think it also fits here in terms of height. I have the self-painted shelves here. I would actually, as always, keep them here by the door because this is where our shoes and everything go. And now they go here by the white door. Our new cherry tomatoes, I took 2 plants with me this time. We had them last year too, and they are really so rewarding. And you could harvest so wonderfully from them. Unfortunately, I only have this potting soil now. They can take wonderful soil specifically for vegetables and planting beds. I usually have that too. But yes, that's just how it is. Unfortunately, today is Sunday and I can't get it. That's why we're going to plant them here for now. I just saw we had frost last night and I think it got a little damaged here. I'll just take a look. In any case, it will be protected here on our terrace, placed. Then it will come here because here it gets wonderful light. and it really fits well here, then I would say, let's continue. And now it's going to be really great. So I got the plants and it smells so wonderful because I want to drink more iced tea this year. And the tangerine mint, I'm really curious. We also have mint in the garden, but I thought, look here, the chocolate mint, if you have different types of mint, well, it can only taste wonderful. I haven't had pineapple sage yet either. And then I have another tarragon here, and definitely another curry plant. They will, of course, also go into our garden. For now, they will stay on our terrace during spring, or it's still spring until they are planted outside later. So the upper level is intended for our herbs. Here they are again, wonderfully protected. That means even if it's hot here, if it's cold. But what you can do really well now is throw a blanket or a fleece over them if there's really frost. That's enough, then they are really well protected. Then now I'm putting the herbs up here, outside for now. Herbs done, and I'll get the next plants. 3 beautiful perennials that will also go into our bed because we have, or rather Micha, you and Pascal have cleared everything nicely by the pond at the back. So that's going to be a really great spot. And I thought later the perennials will go in there too when it gets warmer. And in the meantime, they'll stay here on our terrace. And I think this blue violet is really, really beautiful. And this perennial, which is already very, very tall here, will also go into my vintage pots. It has a relatively larger diameter and a bit of fresh soil on top. And then they can grow really nicely. And since we have plenty of space here, in the gaps I will actually place them here again as a contrast also to our ivy, which really, really stands out well here, also placing them up here again. It's also really beautiful. This is the dark gundel. I also find it really, really nice. But you can really see, despite the protection, the cold has affected them here. Suffered a bit, I just noticed. And that's why I'm going to place them a bit more here. Up on the terrace. That's why I'm building here. I'll take a wine crate and place it here in front of the door. Really beautiful. This is like, I don't know, some kind of decorative element. It fell down once, a bit broken, but I think it fits really wonderfully here now. And this one just goes back here, nicely tucked in, really well protected. Now we really have a very cool wall, I think, especially with vintage wood. For me, it's absolutely always a go. And Terra is absolutely, I think, you can always do it, right, Micha? I think so too. A laurel from Spain. So I hope it recovers. I had it here over the winter. I would also like to place it here with a small plate. And here I have some rosemary. I just put it in here. And it also finds its place here now. I also have 2 ivy plants from over there, from our ladder. And they blend in wonderfully here. They are added. And in these compartments, I am now really putting my Terra, quarta, topsel, and plates as far as they fit in there. Then I have everything a bit together here. Here I have a few more pots. I will find a few more, so I am leaving them free for now. The remaining terracotta pots, which I will find gradually, will go in here. And we really have a lot of squirrels here, at least 1 pair that we know of. And in this bucket, the nuts go in now, and they are added here again. One nicely protected down here, the other here, and in this box. Now our kindling goes in there, and I'm putting it in again. Quickly done, and we're finished. Our new wall on the terrace is complete. Terracotta, a bit of vintage and lots of wood, and of course old boxes. Dear ones, we hope we could inspire you today, and it continues. Now on to summer and our garden, you know. It's really big and we have so many corners, and we're really excited to share it with you. Continuing this year, 2024 summer, to decorate. So dear ones, stay very healthy, feel hugged. Your Conny and your Micha, your cameraman. Exactly. See you then, dear ones. Goodbye.